We've had some interesting things happen around the Williams household.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Well, one of the things from my past that will pop up from time to time is my history in the culinary arts, vis-a-vis a catering business that we ran for a while.
Yeah, and I'll just tell you, if people out there don't know, you're a really good cook.
Well, thank you.
And I mean, I profess to be a very good grill master, smoke person,
right?
Not like of the pipe, the peace pipe,
okay,
but of the grill smoking.
You can do both at the same time. It's fine.
I mean, I've been told, but
never partaken.
No,
okay.
But I do enjoy that. But you're a very good cook all the way around.
Which is why I will always be right about everything in the kitchen, including the kitchen sink.
Well, that's not true, according to Facebook. But
anytime you have to say to prove your point, according to Facebook.
Well, you were according to Wikipedia.
I think you've automatically discredited your entire point. So.
And here we go. So back to your original point, culinary arts and
my history
business.
Yeah. So basically, we ran a very specialized catering business. My dad owns I think it's a 1863 Weber Chuckwagon.
It's legit.
It is extremely legit. It's such a cool piece. And we would do authentic cowboy cookery out of the Chuckwagon. So everything in cast iron, everything on open fire. Like we did like a really big event one time for like Warner Ladders. We did several events, lots of weddings, several restaurants, especially around rodeo season. Wants the wagon just to be there.
Yeah.
But I mean, just to be really brutally honest, it's a pain in the butt to haul that thing around.
Well, it's in a 16-foot enclosed trailer, right?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot enclosed trailer.
Okay, 20 foot.
Yeah.
So it's even bigger than that. So it's kind of like it's taken apart. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to put it together every time.
Well, no, we don't have to put the wagon together, but there's so many parts and pieces that go with the wagon, and it's so old. I mean, like we really take care in getting it in and out of the wagon.
Sure.
I mean, in and out of the trailer.
Sure.
And so you kind of have to take your time. I mean, it's well put together. It's not brittle or anything like that, but you don't want to take any chances of breaking it. I mean, because here's the thing. This thing was actually on a cattle drive at one point from Missouri to Texas.
Goodness.
In the 1800s.
Wow.
And then it ended up in Texas, and then somehow it ended up in our possession. And it has the original paint,
man.
And so like it's been well preserved, it's been really well taken care of, and so we didn't want to like not honor that.
Sure.
Even though we're and really we weren't actually doing anything in the wagon. The wagon was just the showpiece around which we were preparing the food.
Okay.
And we would do some really, really cool stuff, man. I think my favorite thing that we did that was like a menu item out of that wagon was grilled quail with blackberry bourbon sauce.
Wow.
I mean, it was a phenomenal dish. We did some other stuff that was really, really good too. I mean, like everyone really loved our chicken fried steak and, all those other kind of like main home cooking kind of stuff that you would expect. But
yeah,
we did some high-end stuff too. So anyway, we've ceased, and it's not that we couldn't, build a legit business off of that. It would have been really easy. It's just a lot of work.
Yeah.
That you have to be present for, and you really don't want to trust this thing to anybody else to take care of.
Right.
So we really haven't used it in a couple of years regularly. We busted out for regular events when people forked over the right amount of cash. So there was an opportunity that came up. I think it's the Flying W Ranch, and I'm sorry if I'm getting this completely wrong, you wonderful people in Colorado. But there's this place in Colorado, and I think it's the Flying W Ranch. Maybe you can look it up or something. But I think it was last year or a couple years ago that the entire place just got taken in Colorado forest fires. And it was a place that people would go to go experience a cowboy cookout and a sing-along and all these things that you might experience on a cattle drive.
Is that where the Bardi Wranglers were?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have very little knowledge about what actually went on there.
There is a Flying W Ranch in Colorado Springs.
Okay, yeah, it's in Colorado Springs. So anyway, if they're singers, then yeah, it's probably them.
Okay. Well, just so you know, due to COVID-19, their reopening has been moved to Friday, July 10th.
That's them.
Now you know.
Yep,
I found them.
So
it's flyingw.com, by the way.
Okay, flyingw.com. Shout out.
There you go.
Anyway, so here's what's going on. When the forest fires happened, they lost everything. One of the things that they lost was their Chuckwagon.
Oh man.
And the lady who now has the Flying W Ranch went to high school with my mom. And they were friends on Facebook, and she'd seen a couple pictures of the Chuckwagon, and she reached out and said, "Hey, is there any chance you guys might be interested in, having the Chuckwagon be a, semi-permanent fixture here at the ranch? Because we lost ours, it went down in flames. We really want to reopen the ranch and start getting people back out here again. Would that be something that would interest you?" And my dad had always had been for over the past couple of years like, well, let's just sell it. And so basically what they're doing is they're allowing them the use of the Chuckwagon indefinitely.
Really? So it is being moved.
Yes.
To the Flying W.
To the Flying W.
Interesting.
To be used at their jamboree or whatever it is that they have
cool.
there. They have like a big meal and a show and things like that. And
that's so just so you know, that's very similar to what the Bardi Wrangler Chuckwagon thing is. But I just looked it up. The Bardi Wranglers are in Durango.
Okay.
So it's a similar type of thing. Only the Flying W is in Colorado Springs.
Right.
Bardi, they're in Durango.
Okay. So forget Durango, go to Colorado Springs.
That's right, because that is where the Homeowners Show Chuckwagon is.
That's
even
right.
though it is the Williams Chuckwagon.
That's right.
I'm calling it the Homeowners Show Chuckwagon.
You can go see the Homeowner Show Chuckwagon. It's the 1863 Weber.
Nice.
It's a really cool wagon. I don't know if they're going to use everything from it, but it has like a 40-foot fly.
Wow.
That has all cedar posts.
You got to be a really tall dude to have a 40-foot fly. Just saying.
That's right. That's just a crotch.
I know.
So, yeah, anyway, it's gonna go live out there now.
Cool.
And it's gonna be part of the history. And apparently the Flying W was like a working ranch for years and years and years and years. And it's just part of Colorado history now. And so we're stoked that it's going to be part of that heritage now in moving on down the line and helping rehabilitate, what's going on in Colorado.